Hello again, welcome back to another daily Binding of Isaac Repentance. It's another daily today. I didn't play yesterday because I was getting things set up with the Xbox, and I was still kind of getting over with my sickness, whatever the heck that was. Anyways, we're back. I guess I got a few things to talk about. First things first, there was an update today for Isaac. A bunch of fixes and some nerfs. Like the C-section with the, I can't even pronounce the item's name, but it's supposed to stick on enemies and it causes a little poisonous explosion. And it's supposed to make an infinite loop of damage, and now it's reduced. I guess that's one way so you don't break the game so easily with that. Once other things have been fixed and added to or whatever. I didn't read all the patch notes yet, but it's nice that it's getting some things fixed and stuff, because there's still some bugs that I've seen in videos talking about it. I didn't know there was an update today. I know Kilburn was talking about in some Q&A session about wanting to make some fixes instead of miniature fixes, like miniature patches here and there, instead of all in one video. All in one big thing. So that's cool. So I don't know if he's just putting off taking a break for December, or he just hasn't had a chance yet, but I know this month he's supposed to be taking a break, so from what I was reading. He's done a lot over the years. I did watch a little bit of the competition stream he had for a fundraiser. That's cool. I don't know who won. I mean, I've watched part of it. I didn't watch all of it, but at least the highlight stuff. So what I've been up to since a couple days or so. Well, let's see. Get over the sickness. Get down with the sickness. Let's see what else. There was... Oh yeah, so yesterday I updated my Xbox, right? Got the Game Pass, which I had to get the Ultimate Game Pass in order to get the Halo Infinite campaign that's coming out on the 8th, which I can't pre-install for some reason. Maybe that's just to prevent any data miners to go through it before it comes out. I don't know. But I at least installed the multiplayer, and I did get around to play the multiplayer release, and it looks like some things are fixed up. I think because I'm on the Xbox One, the frame rate it seems pretty jarring at times, and it seems like the system's trying to catch up with the high graphics. The graphics look a lot better though than the beta. I mean, it's kind of fun, really. More fun than Halo 5, yeah, definitely. There isn't ground pounds and all this other stuff that's just annoying in general. Or the ground pounds was an issue, and then in Halo 5, and then on top of that, there's also an issue with where was it? The slams. That's right. So you're doing the running, and then you can slam into the enemy and kill them instantly. That was annoying too. Huge issue. Those two things. Of course, the rack pack stuff and everything else on top of it was just as annoying, which I got all the wrecks unlocked. I'm like a rank 120, 140, something like that, 30. Something ridiculous. I don't think I'm 140 now I think about it. That might be right at the max, or near the max. So yeah, I was playing it, and it's kind of fun. I've been playing a few games, and I'm getting kind of into it, weirdly enough. The weapons feel okay. I mean, some of them I have to kind of get used to if I'm going to keep playing. And then the theater mode actually does work, believe it or not. I don't know if maybe they changed something up in their updates recently that it actually did come out, or maybe that's only strictly for multiplayer and not actually the campaign yet. There's no Forge, I know that. So maybe they either fixed something in time, or if that's just for the single player stuff strictly. So there's that. As far as I'm aware, I think I pre-installed the campaign, but I don't think I did. I got the multiplayer installed at least, which I'm hoping I can pre-install the campaign the night before or something. It takes a while to kind of get that stuff installed. And then what else? Oh, I got into Isaac on the Xbox. I hadn't played since early March. And I don't know, maybe it's a repentance thing or a console thing or something, but it seems like the items are still working about the same. And nothing's changed with sprites. There was an update that was about a little over a gigabyte. And we're going to try to see if we can swing a solar. We'll take the soul heart here and try to swing our dice to our favor with getting a decent devil deal. But it seems like the stat page is about the same and everything. I don't know, maybe it's just like a repentance only thing. Maybe they did make some tweaks, I don't know. But I was playing the daily yesterday. Maybe I had to buy repentance to get those tweaks. I'm wondering. Yeah, so of course I died in the daily because I was acting reckless, but then I got like 40 something placed, oddly enough, so I guess there aren't a whole lot of people still playing the game on the Xbox. Probably because maybe there's console issues with that version. I mean, I know I had issues playing the game like Afterbirth Plus on that system because of the glitches, game crashes, and the dailies are a little bit different. Slight tweaks to the dailies, like items and stuff like that, despite having everything unlocked or did whatever. Alright, we got Lusty Blood. Yeah, we're going to definitely take Lusty Blood here, and then we're going to try... That'll kill us if we take that, unfortunately. Okay. Or at least we got Lusty Blood. Okay, fantastic. So anyways, I played a little bit of it and then I just kind of went back to do whatever. I had to make some updates on the system and whatever. Get everything kind of situated. They didn't have that many games as I thought they would be on the Game Pass, but they did have some new ones and stuff coming out pretty soon. It's kind of hard to get licensing, I bet, with that kind of stuff, but... The whole purpose is not to buy Halo Infinite. Like, unless I really think that it's worth, you know, buying. I want to just, like, experience the campaign and stuff. Of course, the multiplayer is free. It's free to play, of course. I've noticed in the multiplayer, because I've Well, what I've noticed in the multiplayer, which I did read a while back, that you can't rank up unless you do the certain challenges. Kind of like with Destiny, only you just can't rank up, period, unless you complete the challenges. Like leveling up. And they're pushing real hard with the microtransaction stuff, I've noticed. Like harder than they did in the beta, of course. Or, I mean, it's not a surprise because the beta, it's the beta. There's no point in really offering a bunch of stuff for sale if you can't really buy the tokens to keep things, you know, for whatever. Oh, you know what? Now I think about it, I had those codes last year for Monster Energy Drink to get certain weapon skins. I wonder, did that... Wait a minute. It should have been applied because it's on my Waypoint account. May it's only apply for the campaign? Wait a minute. I gotta see something here. Can't open this item. Oh, get away from me. You can't open that item because I just opened it earlier. Alright, let's see something here. Because I unlocked something. Halo Waypoint Monster Energy. Weapons skins. Okay, let's see something here. That's the last year's stuff. Well, what's going on here? Oh, they got an article. Halo Infinite Monster Energy Drink promotion items missing. Here we go. But according to multiple reports, some Halo Infinite players cannot claim all of their Monster Energy Drink rewards. The issue is that the items do not appear in the redeemed code list. Someone's quoted here. Back in October 2020, I completed all the Monster Energy Drink promotions. However, none of these promotions are populated in my redeemed list. I checked with my brother and all of the codes are showing up there, so there's some sort of an issue going on with my account. I keep screenshots and whatever. Just to go to the Halo Waypoint website. Alright, I'm going to pause this for a second and try it. Okay, I'm back. So it's showing up on the history of the account thing, redeeming it last year, that's there. It's like, oh wow, you can just... That's what it says on Twitter, on the Twitter official Twitter account. It's like, well, check out on this stuff and, you know, the history and da-da-da-da, right? It's like, okay, now what? And it's like, that's it. Just shows that you got it. That's it. I guess it's on a special section because it's saying something about like some special section that the codings and stuff are on. I'm like, okay. Well, ain't a whole lot of goings-ons. I'm assuming it's on there. I just gotta find it. It's just not in a clear section. Because like I noticed too, they had a free weapon skin you can get for the season. You can purchase for free without any microtransaction tokens. But then it was giving me this error. It's like, oh, you can't equip this armor coating until you unlock the special challenges. I was like, well, what the hell? So you're telling me I would have to like... PhD. You tell me, I already have a range uphill. Why would I need another one? So you have to like complete some kind of series of tasks or something in order to get the armor coating or whatever that you just unlocked. So you can equip it or something. I'm like, what? Why? Like, it's a weapon skin. It's a armor skin. It's whatever kind of skin, you know? Or armor piece in general, or pieces. I see some cool ones on there, but they cost money. I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry to say, I'm not that dedicated. I remember seeing some time back about players who would purposely go out of their way, spend a bunch of money on rec packs, and then doing videos on it. Now, I know that gives you views and stuff like that, and it's their own money. Nothing wrong with that, but that being said, the problem I have with it kind of enables 343 to keep doing what they're doing with microtransaction stuff and expand on it. Hence why they gave us free DLC for Halo 5 after being a dumpster fire. Okay. Enough about crapping on Halo 5 here. But anyways, I would think that, I mean, I get it, you have to find a way to make money for a video game long term. I get that. That's the thing. It's like, you know, once you have like the DLC stuff and you don't make any more DLC, then what do you do? I mean, I guess the same thing comes true too with Halo Master Chief Collection. Because once you release each of the games, then that's it, right? It's like, oh, well, we can't make any more money off of this except for the purchases. Well, what do we do now? Season pass stuff. I mean, I assume maybe they still stuff with microtransactions on there. If they don't, maybe it's like very limited. I mean, if they do, it's very limited or something, but with this new built-up system of things, they can expand much more into that kind of territory. I'm not like a proponent with microtransactions by any means, but like, to make all our pills into cars, which it defeats the purpose now I think about it with having PhD. I didn't mean to pop that bomb, but you know what? Oh God. I was trying to like pop the card instead, but we'll keep it. Maybe. I mean, GTA 5 made much more money, I think, out of, I mean, don't quote me on this, but I think they made more money, oh God, more money with the shark cards and stuff than anything. Oh, come on. Empty vessel, yeah. That's flight and a couple black cards. And some brief invincibility. We can go down here and reroll, whatever, and get some keys. And that's the thing with video games. You can have the season passes, you can have the battle passes, you can have all these kind of passes on top of passes, but you have to find a way to also make money on the side too with that, unfortunately. And that's microtransactions. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? Now, at least it isn't like Battlefield games where it's like, oh, purchase this and you'll be max ranked and get all the weapons. Or anything weird like that. Oh my goodness gracious. Will you look at that? That was lucky. I forgot we didn't have golden bombs either, so we got darn lucky that I got something out of it. I bet not too many people got that, huh? So yeah, anyways, I mean, overall, is it a good Halo game, like Halo Infinite multiplayer? I really just don't know. I mean, it's better than Halo 4 and 5 multiplayer. I know that, because like, there isn't all this bunch of junk going on at once. Got your rec packs, or they had something similar in Call of Duty, I think, in Halo 4, where it's like, you get a number of kills and you can get things. I think. It's been a while since I played Halo 4 multiplayer. Because I got max rank at the time, SR 120 or 30 or something like that, years ago, before they fixed the whole system, ranking system. Got with a group of people who got max rank too. It's just such a short amount of time, and just dominated majority of the games, because back then you had to reach a certain rank. Back then, if you reach a max rank, you're basically like set. Like you get all these items and everything else you can use to your advantage. And I think weapons too. Yeah, that's right. You get weapons. You get different loadouts you can make. And if you're max ranked, you got everything unlocked and you can switch things up. New players and stuff, they are kind of SOL, so they're going to be steamrolled, of course. So that's one thing I didn't really like too much, was like the whole system where it's like, oh, you got max rank, so you can like switch up your loadouts. You can have these different perks and everything. Man, that was terrible. I get what they're trying to do, but it wasn't very Halo. I mean, you had like Reach that did a little bit stuff like that, but it wasn't where it's like, oh wow, here's your loadout with having this perk, this perk, and this perk. It wasn't as invasive. Starter's card. Oh, missed boss rush. Look at all those points. I don't know if I want to keep doing this, like, room now. I see that this may just take forever. I need like brimstone or something to like annihilate this whole room and stuff. Okay, well, we might go back to that later, I don't know. So, I mean, they built the game to where it's like, oh, you got special events to, like, get different armor stuff. I mean, it's very similar to Destiny. Got seasonal stuff going on. Definitely taking that. I need more tears up. Here's the shadow, huh? Got his paw, huh? We can go in the Edosphere right now. Since we got more of a tears up, I feel a bit more comfortable cleaning this room of poop. Oh, I don't have to off myself yet. I can just just do that in the devil deal for the next floor or whatever. Yeah, that's probably going to be better for me doing that. But anyways, yeah, I mean, Halo Infinite, like, the gameplay feels kind of smooth. It does feel like old school Halo. Somewhat. I mean, it's a weird thing. It's like a mix of, like, kind of like Halo 5 meets, I don't know, like some other Halo game. Like Halo 3, maybe, sort of. Of course, I was also playing Halo Wars Definitive Edition, because that was part of the Game Pass thing, so you can just download it and play it for free. And I have it on the PC, but I can't hardly find any games. And then when I try to go through the thing on the Xbox, rather than just like loading up a game randomly or whatever, it just brings me up to a server list, and there's like 2 or 3 servers or so, depending on what time of day you do it or whatever. So I actually played a game. It's been a while since I've played that. Okay, we're gonna keep that there. And I lost, of course, but of course I can't retain my ranking, unfortunately, from the Xbox 360 version, which I actually did find out that the Xbox 360 servers are still up. So I guess they extended it for some reason, which is cool. It's gonna pain me that it's all gonna be gone soon. But sometimes it's one of those things where you just have to learn to let go, you know? Oh, I should have picked those up. I was not thinking. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that. Another tears up. That's not bad. Almost max tears rate. Like, I wasn't so affected with the original Xbox servers being shut down, because I didn't really have a system of that at the time. I do have a system, but like, I got it way after the shutdown, I think. And that was just meant to play. Like, I should have picked that up either. What I do that for? I'm more concerned about playing original Xbox games that wasn't ported, because it wasn't as popular as other games. Now, I know I could probably play on an emulator and stuff, but now I think about it, maybe it would have been better. Well, no, it would have been weird to play without a controller. I suppose you can get like a modified controller, but I never really was used to much. Not used to much. I wasn't so used to playing on the original Xbox controller. It was more on the 360 side. And the game I used to play, in particular, the reason why I got it was Arctic Thunder, but that was on a coin-based machine at the time, many years ago. And it reminded me. Let's try this. Had a mechanic of like, you know, ride it on the machine or whatever and move it around, I think. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Now I think about it, it did. Okay, we're Judas now. Judas Priest. Death's Touch, not so great, but like, not Death's Touch, but Death's List, not so great, but I was hoping to get something else out of it besides whatever the heck that was earlier. Now I just forgot. We're still going to play this here. I also installed like a Star Wars game. It's supposed to be pretty good, a single player Star Wars game. Like a recent one, not like a old one. I used to play the old one. The Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, I think it's called, or something like that, one of them. I used to play the demo when I was a kid. Didn't have the full game experience though, which I do have now, but I haven't gotten around to really play it much because, you know, I'm older now and it's not that fun anymore to play that kind of stuff. I will definitely take that. Even though maybe Chaos would have been better. The skins. I mean, I guess I used to try to get max rank for Halo Reach to get the flaming armor skin helmet or whatever. But now I got the Master Chief. I mean, now that I had the Master Chief collection and Reach was on there, I already unlocked it long before I even got to the max rank. So, and then when I got it, it was like, now I'm bored with the game, which is exactly what happens when you just get everything. That's like when I was playing with Isaac and stuff. It's like, talked about it over the past several months. It's like, I don't want to just give myself Dead God achievement. I want to earn it. Otherwise, I'm going to be bored with the game, and then I'm going to have nothing else to do. And I've been playing this game, don't get me wrong. It's just like, now it's kind of like winding down a little bit with its entertainment factor. Not saying that it's, you know, it's gone, but it's like, I need to come up with different strategies to make it more fun. You know, random runs, dailies especially. Which I hope in the dailies pretty soon they come out with, you know, anointed character runs and stuff and paths. Because that'll be real fun. I'm assuming it hasn't got to that point because of one of two things. Either like maybe there hasn't been stuff that's been patched well enough to where that can be established yet, or maybe it wasn't programmed yet, or maybe they're waiting until people wait enough time for people to complete things before they can implement it into the dailies, so it doesn't spoil them so much. One of those three things. I mean, I haven't really went around to look at the tweets or whatever to see what the real cause is. So we get the lover's card now. Now we need to decide whether to use it in a particular room or something. Definitely not the item room. No. No. You know, even though this relic's been nerfed, with how powerful we are taking out these rooms so quickly, it's still pretty good. And it's great. And no. Well, you know what? Because there is a reroll room. Not a reroll room, but a, yeah. A room to do stuff, man. To re-roll the floor and redo it again. All different variant of the floor. Yep, so Xbox stuff. How about that? I might go right straight into playing the campaign on Legendary. Just go in there blind right off the bat. I don't know how bad it's gonna be. Like, I mean, when it comes to like completing it or something, because I've struggled before with with certain Legendary difficulty runs and different Halo games. Like, I haven't even completed Halo 2 or Halo 5 on Legendary. Okay, let's see here. I mean, just because, like, you know, going back with Isaac, just because that Thane seems like stuff has just been completed and whatnot. It's not really the end of Isaac entirely, because, like, I still go back to Isaac long after I completed it. You know, in the past with getting the 100% and Afterbirth Plus, and then going on the Xbox and completing it. I'm still kind of burnt out with completing in a second file or something, especially on the Xbox. Now things have been changed up with Kane. Like, there's been a patch recently, and I assume the Xbox version's got the same patch today. If you have the DLC, that fixed some things with Anointed Kane. I know I did see a glimpse of it on the notes, so maybe they did make it an improvement or something on there with the crafting system. I still gotta, like, finish getting the broken motive for one last file, though. And it's so weird to kind of be playing the old school. Oh, it's just money, okay. The old school, like, Isaac's stuff. Because the stat screens and stuff are still the same, so. Oops, I need to be taking that dice with me here so I can get the charges. Oh no, I have a charge. Alright. I'm very curious though on the campaign. Like, I played some multiplayer Halo Infinite, so I had a general idea about, like, mechanics to a point, but I want to know about the story. What's going to happen to the Master Chief? My hunch is he'll just probably die. Just end the saga. He's going to sacrifice himself to save Earth, like he was always doing in battles. That's my hunch. I never read any of the books. I never read the comics or whatever, little tidbits. That's just my hunch. He's getting old. I know it's fictional, but he's getting old. Nothing in there. And then what? What happens with the whole Halo thing? Are they going to make another ODST game? Are they going to make another spin-off of a based off of a book? Is it going to be like new characters kind of thing, similar to Star Wars? Like Star Wars, they're doing their own spin-offs before the era of the last movie and stuff like that, and timeline stuff. Are we going to get another Halo Wars 3? Another Halo Wars? It'll be a Halo Wars 3. Are we going to explore a prequel with Master Chief? Kind of like with the Reach thing, the whole slogan of in the beginning you'll know the end. It'll be something for Chief this time. I don't know. And how long is it going to be until, you know, people just want to move on and the series is just kind of gone, you know? Because now Master Chief was such a big, iconic figure and stuff. I mean, they had, you know, ODST, they had Reach, they had Halo Wars, and stuff, which didn't really centralized Chief. I mean, Halo 5 you can argue too, it's not so much either. But there is some Chief in there. But I'm thinking it's like they're gonna have to reformulate some things. Look at all those hearts. They would have to determine like what would be the best course of action to take this little story arc, to a different direction, in order to keep people engaged now that the Chief is out of the picture. Whether he's alive or not, something's going to have to change. I've been reading this article talking about Pokemon. I guess a couple of years ago or so that the Ash Ketchum character finally became a Pokemon master. And I don't know, there's been a push, or maybe there's a hint towards that push of letting Ash Ketchum be kind of gone out of the picture for good. I mean, that makes sense. You know, you had him for nearly, 3 decades. You know, in the scene, battling different gyms, doing all these different adventures, saving the world a number of times, and staying young forever. And it kind of crosses my mind too about like these kind of things where it's like, the end of the era, end of these iconic characters. And I've talked about in the past too about the whole Harry Potter stuff. Once it ended, you know? Then of course you got the playwright thing, which I have yet to read. Just kind of end things there after I read it. Harry Potter, the Cursed Child, is what I'm talking about. But it's kind of a weird thing to think about. Because it's like you're kind of grown attached to some of these characters over the years, especially if you're growing up, as a young age, watching this stuff. And either you're still kind of with it or not before it closes off. It just kind of varies with people, but it seems like for me, for like Pokemon, it's like I kind of got away from it for over a decade. Like, I mean, I did play a little bit of the what is it, the Pokemon Go and stuff. But it seems like it's just kind of an end of things. I was just hoping to get the shovel or something. Or check a couple of rooms here, kind of taper things off for this discussion, but like, it's just that with Halo being out of the picture, it's like another, thing that I kind of grown up with when I was a kid, playing the demo of the game, the first game. And my mother keep trying to remove it off her computer repeatedly. But yeah, it's just kind of weird to think about. That's just coming to close. It's like another chapter coming to close. Same thing with Star Wars. Same thing as Harry Potter and Pokemon and all that. They're all coming to close. And I can understand that you have to find a way to like transition from these iconic characters and moments in time to fit a different demographic and a different generation. Well, we didn't do so hard with our score, probably because we missed Boss Rush and a bunch of other things, but at least we completed it, I guess. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.